Good afternoon. Former Bulacan Assistant District Engineer Bryce Erickson Hernandez alleges that some sitting senators are involved in the infrastructure issues hounding the country. During the House Infra Committee hearing on Tuesday, September 9, Bicol Party List Representative Alfredo Garbin urges Hernandez to reveal everything he knows. Hernandez then asks the House panel if he may no longer be sent back to the Senate as he fears for his safety.
Para magsalita po ako ng involved dito kung kanino po napupunta yun. Siyempre, tatakot din po ako sa buhay ko, sa pamilya ko. Kasi hindi naman po birong tao itong mga involved dito eh.
As I've said, Engineer Bryce, you will be protected by this committee as long as you will say the truth.
Pwede po bang huwag nyo na ako ibalik sa Senate, Your Honor? Kasi may mga involved pong senador dito. At hindi ko po alam magiging kapalarang pinalik niyo ako.
The Senate Blue Ribbon Committee earlier cited Hernandez for contempt and detained him for allegedly lying before the panel. The upper chamber is holding its own investigation into anomalous flood control projects. When pressed at the House hearing to name those allegedly involved in irregularities, Hernandez identifies Senators Jinggoy Estrada and Joel Villanueva.
Sabi ni Senator Marcoleta kahapon, ligtas ka na. Hindi po ito totoo. Si Senator Jinggoy Estrada, Senator Joel Villanueva, Yusek Robert Bernardo, at E. Alcantara. Si Senator Jinggoy po ay nagbaba ng 355 million ngayong 2025 sa mga ilang projects sa Bulacan.
Estrada denies the claims made by Hernandez, even daring him to take a lie detector test. According to Estrada, he is ready to prove that Hernandez's accusations are false. Villanueva is yet to issue a statement in response to the allegations. President Bongbong Marcos says there will be no budget for flood control projects implemented by the Department of Public Works and Highways next year. In the BBM podcast episode aired on Monday, September 8, Marcos says the government has already accomplished a lot in its review of the proposed 2026 budget. He says some flood control projects included in the proposed budget may no longer be necessary.
Marami na tayong nagawa as of now pa lang. Number one, we already are seeing na lahat ng flood control project na dapat nilalagay sa 2026 na budget, hindi na siguro kailangan. So there will be no budget for 2026 for flood control. Dahil meron naman 350 billion for 2025 na hindi pa nauubos talaga. So tuloy-tuloy pa yung trabaho.
The DPWH and the Department of Budget and Management are conducting their sweeping review of the Public Works proposed budget in the 2026 National Expenditure Program. Marcos clarifies that there will still be flood control projects to be constructed in 2026. He notes that the government will make sure that the spending and implementation is correct. For this to happen, Marcos says he is willing to sit down with the contractors to fix the poorly constructed projects. He adds that the contractors will shoulder all the expenses in repairing and modifying their own projects.
And then how do we do this? Yung sinasabi ko nga, interesado ko na makipag-usap tayo sa mga contractor na tapusin nila, ayusin nila. O di mag-usap kami after that. Pero before that, ayusin nila, buuhin nila. Up to specification. At their cost, wag naman sila don't expect the government to pay for it. Ayusin nila yung project nila.
The International Criminal Court is postponing the commencement hearing of former President Rodrigo Duterte's case on September 23. The decision by the ICC Pretrial Chamber 1 follows a request from Duterte's camp. The former president's team sought an indefinite suspension, stating that Duterte is supposedly not fit to stand trial. In its decision dated September 8, the chamber notes that litigation concerning Duterte's fitness to participate in the pretrial proceedings is ongoing. Citing the ICC rules of procedure and evidence, the chamber says it has the duty to ensure the suspect's rights are protected. The majority of the chamber determined that a limited, not indefinite postponement is needed to allow time to address the adjournment request. Judge Maria del Socorro Flores Liera offered a dissenting opinion. The chamber emphasizes that the postponement will be limited to the time necessary to determine whether Duterte is fit to participate in the pre-trial proceedings. The chamber says it will issue a new scheduling order with a specific date for the hearing in due course. Duterte is under the custody of the ICC over crimes against humanity charges. Duterte's case is in relation to his administration's drug war, which left thousands dead. Following the ICC's decision, the National Union of People's Lawyers calls Duterte's move a desperate, time-worn, and calculated ploy to paint himself aggrieved. The group emphasizes that fitness for trial is a factual matter that should be decided soonest so that trial on the merits can proceed. And these are the stories you need to know today. I'm Neil Mercado. Follow INQUIRER.net on Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit. For more stories, visit INQUIRER.net. Good afternoon.